Sorry. Super nude nerds. That's where I left off. Super thing, stupid thing. I will learn how to mush those together, I promise. But anyways, I know I told you all I was getting this yesterday. Right now, I mean they put you to sleep and they give you a shitload of drugs. Um, I mean, a shitload. Stuff that I would never, ever, 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 ever in the real world, touch without a medical professional. I can't believe fucking Michael Jackson took propofol to go to sleep. They call that white lightning. And man, that shit out, and it doesn't keep you out for long, but still, I mean, and all the other stuff they give you, like fentanyl and all the other stuff they give you. Why would you ever do it outside of a medical setting? I don't understand that, And I smoke pot. I take pain medication for all of my different things, and I did have a pain doctor. My first one was awesome, and I miss him. He actually started teaching, which is a good thing. He was a great guy. His doctor, Dr. Nguyen, and then he sold his place to his cousin and his cousin's partner. And I mean, it was a pill mill. They were giving pills out like crazy, and they were giving me shit like number 10 Norcos and Soma. That's what killed Heath Ledger. Um, I realized there was a problem when I woke up on my kitchen floor and had no clue how I got there. Nobody saw me. I didn't have to tell anybody. But not telling anybody isn't going to help the problem. So I told. And got a new pain doctor, and he's awesome, Dr. Bond. And I take I take the lowest dose that I can. I mean, there's a lot of people on a lot stronger stuff, but I take the lowest because I'm gonna have to be on pain meds for the rest of my life because of all of the different things. But if you know, I will fight it and keep it as low as possible because I don't want to be a vegetable. I mean, I like being a pain in the ass and all those different things, but I don't want to be a vegetable. Um, and I always am afraid of the addiction portion of it, and no doubt I'm addicted because when if they fuck up and do my drugs on the wrong day, I get the diarrhea and all that other stuff. But it's it's not I'm not barfing, I'm not deathly sick, I'm not you know so I make sure that I keep my shit together. I have a bunch of siblings, not my sister Rhonda, oops, but step siblings that three of them are gone already. I had 5 brothers and a stepsister. And ironically, the first one to die was my brother DJ, and he died of cancer. He got sober. Doesn't that fucking suck? And he was my favorite. The second one to go was my brother Tom, and he was straight up alcoholic. Cheap vodka killed him. And we weren't that close, but I still loved him. He's my brother. The third brother to go was my brother Mike. Again, straight up alcoholic. The vodka killed him. And also, what else killed him was the fact that he was trans, and nobody except for Sandy and I ever tried to help him with it. I remember when he came out, it was back in the 90s, and we went to the University of Minnesota because there's only a few places you could go for that kind of treatment back in the day. It was Mayo Clinic, University, and John Hopkins. And so we went with him to the counseling and did all sorts of things. But the problem was he needed to be sober. He couldn't do it. He couldn't drink and do it. He had to, and he couldn't stop drinking. And yeah, after my brother Tom died, I brought my sister Sandy down here to save her life because she was heading the same way, and she was with an abusive fuck. She was here for 5 years. I saved her for an extra 5 years, got her healthy. You know, she's a junkie. She's selfish. Everything is all about her and all of that stuff. But, you know, I put up with her for a long time. Don't get me wrong, I still love her. But I doubt highly I'll ever speak to her again. She did some shit. She just did some fucking... Yeah, she did some shit here that were just not even... I mean, out of the question, absolutely no. No. So, and then having her, I didn't even know my youngest didn't like her, and having all of my kids hated her, so getting her out of here was the best thing I could do. And then I got my Ruthie, and Ruthie's awesome. So, you know, I've been talking about depression and stuff, and abuse, and one of the biggest forms of abuse is the drug abuse. And I know why. I know why you do it. I know why people do it. I mean, you know, I've been smoking pot since I was a kid. Never been big on any of the other ones. I was always the trip master because I don't like tripping. I never liked acid. And so my friends, they would give me a ½ ounce of weed and a pipe and say, you know, I knew the woods. I'd never got lost, and I never had a bad trip group. So I was always trip master, and they just followed me around the woods, and we had a good time. But I just, yeah, I never liked any of that. The only thing I've ever really, really liked is the pot. You know, and I don't like to feel out of control, so I don't smoke till I'm stupid. And I think that not wanting to be out of control is, you know, from all the different things that happened to me when I was a kid. I mean, I was 8, I think, 8, 9, and we were at the lake. We were out in Grand Rapids, and one of my mom's troll husband cousins was up there, and every time we're sitting around the campfire, and every time the bottle, blackberry brandy, every time the bottle went by, he expected all of us to drink, including me and my sister. I was 8, that would put her at 10. And I got so drunk I had to go off in the bushes and barf. And that little fucking weasel followed me and tried to molest me. Well,